I will close my eyes so you can see it. Siya yung nag-close na eyes sa tutulog. Ano ba yan?
This ain't over. You know that.
Hi everyone, my name is Chaps. I am MissInformation.blog on Instagram, Facebook, and also my website. I'm glad to see you today. For this video, I'm actually gonna share with you what I used for this look. So let's start off with this Nars setting powder. The products that I'm gonna mention are not actually all the products that I used for this certain look, but just the products that I haven't shared with you guys or I haven't vlogged about. So for this video, I'm gonna share with you my setting powder. So I'm using it for like almost a year now, and I think this is already a staple. I love it so much. I'm using MAC X Factory Star for like 3 years or 2.5 years, and this actually replaced my MAC Patrick Star powder. So this is how it looks like. Basically, when you open it, this one is purely white in color, but I believe it has a darker shade. The shade of this one is crystal. It's very thin, it's very fine, but not to the point that you'll feel that there's chalk. At the same time, I like that when you apply it on your face, it's absorbed by your face like a butter. It's gonna set your makeup. It's not gonna make your makeup look dry, but it looks hydrated, and yet there's this additional hold on your makeup. It doesn't make your makeup look thicker. It's so lightweight, and yet it actually gives your makeup another dimension, but not to the point that it's adding you another texture, makes your skin look cakey or dry. It's just perfect. Next would be, I guess, the most obvious on my look today. It's the Ciate Glitter Flip Lipstick. So I have this for like 2-3 years now, and yet I don't use it that often. I believe I use it for like 3 times since I bought it from Sephora. It's funny, when I ordered this one, I just watched this video on YouTube, and I happened to like this lip product so much that I called Sephora immediately and asked them to have this product in their website, to offer it. And I believe after a few days, like 3 to 5 days, it's added in their website, and I was able to order it and buy it from them. This is the first color I ordered, and first and last, I guess, because it's the most unique one. The shade is Siren, plus it is a very interesting formula. Let's see how it looks like. At first, it's just like your usual liquid lipstick, but it's way thicker. But the catch is that you're not supposed to blot your lips. You're gonna blot it after applying lipstick on the upper and lower lip. And then afterwards, you have to blot it for a few seconds, not like more like that, for a few seconds or for a minute. And from there, you'll see shine, you'll see glitters all over the lips. The most unique strength of this one is that its color, then its ability to give you glitters by just blotting your lips. But in terms of disadvantages, they have a lot. This is why this is the only shade I have. So one, it's gonna make your lips dry, though it's actually long lasting. You have to reapply it once in a while because the edges of your lips will actually crack once in a while. Despite having a good hydrated lips, it's gonna crack once in a while. It's gonna fall off once in a while, and it's not gonna look good in photos and videos. Second, there's a chance that the color payoff is not equal. There's a part of my lips that are actually not shaded well. And after 3 years, it's technically expired if I'm gonna follow their rules, but it doesn't have any scent. It doesn't look spoiled, or it doesn't look bad. I still used it today, but it did not dry. The brush is still okay, though not perfect because it looks a bit softer compared to other brushes, and it's hard to really apply it because it's too long, and at the same time it's too soft. But bottom line, it's still okay. In terms of longevity, it's good even though you drink a lot of water. I've been drinking for like 4 times now, and still it's okay. But the glitters won't really last that long. So overall, it's good if you want to look unique, if you want to look different, but not if you have an interview or not when you have a special occasion where you want to look flawless. Because chances are it's gonna crack on you. The payoff is not 100% okay. And though it's actually smudge proof and transfer proof, the pigment tends to differ after some time. But I guess there's something that might help in terms of making your lipstick last longer. So let's move on to this game changer I have from Dior. It's the Dior Contour Universal Korean Transparent Lip Liner. This is exciting. Wait. Okay. Alright, so this is how it looks like. A lip liner on the other side and a lip brush on the other edge. I love the brush. Very, very nice. I guess if I finish this one, I'm still gonna keep it. For its price, it's good that it actually included a lip brush, right? And it also comes with a sharpener. It's nice, Dio. I like this because earlier today, I had a very important meeting and I had to make sure that my lipstick is gonna last longer than usual. And I love to drink water, and so I made sure that there's water beside me and my lipstick is gonna stay longer than usual. So I used this one and then I applied my most non-transfer proof lipstick, which is actually also from Dior. That lipstick is very hydrating. So to make sure that the lip liner is gonna complement my lips and the lip product I apply on my lips, I used something hydrating. This is in fact very drying on the lips. It makes your lips feel matte and a bit thicker. That's why it's also best for contouring the lip line. And for me to still feel comfortable, I used something hydrating on my lips, a good hydrating lipstick. And when I applied it on my lips, despite drinking and despite eating, I ate pancit after I had a meeting, and I ate a whole meal, and it did not smudge, maybe a bit, but the color and pigment are still there. So wow, amazing. If you're gonna pair it with something as drying as this one, like what I said earlier, this is actually matte and a bit drying as well. So before applying this one, you have to make sure that your lips are already hydrated and moisturized. Then when you apply the Ciate Transforming Glitter Liquid Lipstick, I guess you have to make sure that you only apply a little amount of this lip liner, not a bunch, because your lips will definitely feel so thick and your lips will look like it's bitten by someone or something. I definitely think that it would work, but I'm just not a fan of using a lip liner then another liquid lipstick. But definitely it would work in making sure that your lipstick will last longer and at the same time your lips will look fuller. I have tried this a lot of times and it never failed me. If there's just one thing that I'm very careful of whenever I use this lip liner, it's the hydration. So I make sure that when I use it, I'm using something that is non-transfer proof and non-smudge proof. When I already know that the lipstick is already smudge proof or waterproof, I don't use this one anymore. But others do. But this one is a lifesaver. So keep this in mind. Dior Contour Lip Liner. Transparent lip liner. Next up, another one from Dior. This is the Lash Primer. So you guys already know that I'm a fan of primers on the eyes, on the face, and then this primer on the lashes. This is the Diorshow Maximizer 3D Lash Primer. I love it so much. It has the characteristic of a good primer. but it's very lightweight. It doesn't have any scent. It doesn't feel itchy when you accidentally put it on the eyes. I love that whenever I put it on my lashes, it makes the application of the mascara easier. And I actually have a Lancome mascara, which is actually around 2 years old by now, and it's almost dry, or yeah, it's drying. And so the brush of the mascara is not that easy to use anymore. Actually, it's painful to use whenever I have to apply it on my lashes. But because of this lash primer, it makes everything easy to use. It's not painful anymore, and I can easily empty it because I don't need a lot just to make my eyes pop. And I'm just happy because even though usually I don't use a mascara that's about to be emptied because the brush is really painful to use because it's drying already. But now that I have this primer, I can empty it that easily. Whenever I use a different mascara, especially the ones from Dior, I like that it makes everything foolproof. My lashes are actually thicker, but when I use Lancome, it's actually longer and thicker. It's actually a skincare for your lashes, so you can also use this as a part of your skincare routine, but it's not that cheap. That's why I'm just using it as a makeup lash primer. But overall, this is a lifesaver. I waited for months just to have this one. I thought I don't need it, but once I tried it, I know I must have this forever. It's a staple already. Let's see what it says here. 2 uses for an optimum result on its own as a deep conditioner for lashes at night and on a daily basis under mascara. You can also use it on your lashes underneath. Now I want to show you my own Diorshow Pump and Volume Mascara. Not sure if I already shared this with you, but this is the waterproof mascara that I pair with the lash primer. So what I like about this one is that this is how the brush looks like. The bristles are so fine and so soft that whenever you apply it on your lashes, whether you're in a hurry or you're actually patiently applying it on your lashes, you won't feel pain. And it's easy to come up with long, thick lashes because of this one, plus the lash primer. I love that it's really waterproof and it doesn't clump. That's one thing. And it does not make my lashes fall out. It saves my lashes from any possible damage. It does not waste any product. You have to pump it here on this side so you would get more product. So as long as I'm not pumping any more product in the container, I'm not getting a lot of products in the brush. So whenever I take it out and open it, I don't have a bunch of product here, making the bristles dry, not creamy or not thick, compared to other mascara that actually gets a lot of product, and then whenever you remove it, put it out, you'll see a lot of mascara product in it. Then at the end of the day, it will dry out, and then the product will actually dry out on the mascara brush. That's when problems happen. That's when problems arise. And it's really black, and I also use it like an eyeliner whenever I put it underneath my eyes, and it's just perfect because it doesn't hurt me at all. Next, Diorshow Pump and Brow. This one is another version of like the mascara, but this is the mascara for my brows. Shade is Chestnut. It's hard to have the perfect shade for you, and I'm so happy that I was able to get the perfect shade, and it's Chestnut. I don't think I would ever change my shade for my brows. And this one is not really a gel. It doesn't make your brows feel thicker or feel like it's fuller, but it makes your brows look fuller and look thicker. It doesn't feel heavy or feel thick, but it actually makes it look full and thick, as you might see by now. The color is not harsh, and yet it's waterproof and sweat proof and it's not something that would make your brows look old or look thick. It's just the right amount of thickness that you need. And this actually works together with a brow liner. And just like the pump in volume, you just have to pump this side whenever you need a product, just so you can get enough product that you need. So whenever you open it, you just have to pump this container just so you'll get another batch in your container. It has a very thin and foolproof brush that makes it easy for me to follow my brows. Look how thin this is. It's like a tattoo. The first thing I do is that I put it on my eyebrows to outline it, and then I shave my brows, and then when I'm done with all my makeup, that's the time I use my brow liner to fill in the colors that I have to fill in outside and inside my brow. So this is the It's Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. I have mentioned this in my other vlog. I actually vlogged for my empties for the first quarter of 2021, and I happened to delete it accidentally, and this is actually a part of it. And I finished it after 1.5 years of using it. So it's like 1.5 years, so like 18 months before I actually finished it. And this one is new. I just opened it today. So the other half is just the pencil or the lead. It's actually retractable. And the other half is for its bristle, for its brush. I would love to keep this other half just for the brush, but since I always have extra, I just throw it away. But if I have more options, I would love to keep it as well. If I'm not using the Dior Pump and Brow, what I actually do is that I use this to outline my outer brow. Then I use a clear gel to scatter the color, make it thicker and fuller. But because this is a tint, I use it to outline, and then I just use this to fill in the areas where it's actually lighter in color, or it needs more depth, or it actually needs to look fuller or thicker. So there, usually on the outer sides of the brow or underneath, depending on the look I want to do. I was actually a fan of thicker brows, but lately because of the Dior Pump and Brow, everything is easier. I don't even have problems with my brows anymore because I know I'm in good hands with these products. Next up, I have this for like 2 years now, or maybe 3. TooFaced Unicorn Dreams Mystical Effects Highlighting Stick. Oh my gosh, I love this one. My husband bought this one for me, and believe it or not, I don't have high hopes for this because I think it's a flop, and I'm really not a fan of TooFaced. So here's how it looks like. So there's one of this in pink and this one in blue. I happened to trust my guts and just took this golden pink shade. The packaging is just so cool, right? It's a unicorn in a glitter form. It's Unicorn Dreams. We don't have it here in Sephora PH anymore, so I'm not sure if you guys still have it there in your country, but wow, this is underrated. I saw a lot of good vlogs and good blogs about it, but they're not really raving about this product, but I really, really do love it. It's a perfect highlighter stick if you want to make your highlight or your glow game better in terms of texture. It's gonna add a dimension. In terms of longevity, it's amazing. It's very lightweight. It doesn't have glitters, but it definitely has shine, and that shine adds an extra dimension. I love that it doesn't give me any acne. You don't need a lot, but if you happen to be a fan of glow, you might tend to put a lot on your face simply because it feels so good and it looks so good on the skin. I'm really happy that my husband bought me this one. It's one of the best decisions he made in terms of buying something for me from Sephora because it's really underrated. And I remember last year when it was almost out of stock and we actually thought of buying this again, but I thought it's gonna be there forever. I saw it for years already, for like 1.5 years, I believe, and I really did not expect that time will come that's gonna be out of stock or they're not gonna sell it anymore, because it's really good. It doesn't make your face oily or look cakey. If I'm not using it, it's because I'm saving it for the best. And wow, I just hope that TooFaced will come up with something like this again. For its price, I actually got this for a discounted price. In terms of packaging and in terms of its quality, I have nothing bad to say about it. Next, Nars Laguna. So as you can see, this is actually a mini I got free from Nars. It's almost empty, so soon I'm gonna include this in my empties. I used this around 2012, 11, and after I emptied it, I did not buy another one because I found Bobbi Brown. For some reason, I fell in love with it again, but I found another bronzer from Dior. That's why there's a chance that I might not purchase this at all. I like it because it has a bit of shine, but it's matte. There's shine in the packaging, you'll see it, but you won't see it on your face. In terms of longevity, it won't stay on your face that long, and it doesn't make your skin feel dry, or it won't make your makeup look cakey. It won't even oxidize. This is the perfect bronzer to contour your nose, especially for Asians, because it's a perfect color, it's a perfect shade that you can use. In terms of contouring, especially if you want, you know, a good edgy look, it's not the perfect color or not the perfect shade, but in terms of formulation, it's good. It won't make your makeup look cakey or too thick. It's just right. Maybe if I'm gonna grade it out of 5, it's gonna be 3 out of 5. But overall, it's okay. It's something I can recommend, but just be careful of the shine, because too much of this will actually lead you to not have a contoured look, but more like a bit of shine, especially when you put the wrong powder or when you pair it with the wrong powder. Last but not the least is Natasha Denona Chromium in Dogbane. Alright, so you guys know already, I vlogged about it, I believe last year. I've got 2 shades, but I ordered 2 more this year. This is in Dogbane. It has orange, green, and blue. It has a very strong look. So basically, among the shades that this specific line or formula has, this is one of the fiercest or darkest in terms of color. The orange in particular is the most obvious, but there's a shift of green and dark blue and a bit of gold in the middle. The orange is not orange, it's more like copper, and it's very strong. And like what I said last year, what I love about Natasha Denona is that this chromium liquid eyeshadow would actually make your look a bit like a pro, because there's a contoured area on the side, you'll really see it, and because of the mix of colors every time you move, the transition of colors, it looks like a pro actually did it. So because I'm in a hurry earlier, what I just did today, I did not put any eye primer, and that is why I'm not reviewing any eye primer here. I just applied it. This one actually has a brush, so I did not directly put this on my eyes. I transferred a good amount of product from the brush to my own thin brush, and then I applied on my eyes. It is very buildable. I applied it twice on my eyes, so I let it set for a few seconds, and then after some time I applied again to make it look more pigmented and to add more color and depth to its look. And then for the other eye, I tried to apply once. I checked what will crack more, what will transfer much more. So after some time, I also added an eyeliner. I used my Marc Jacobs eyeliner that's actually waterproof as well. After the meeting, after like a few minutes, I went back and checked, and my eyes are flat. Up to now, there's no crack or whatsoever. The transition is still there. It does not smudge or transfer. Let me see here. Yep, nothing. It doesn't fall out, yeah. And the color is still intact. I have it on for like 7 to 8 hours now. Actually, after 3 hours, I reapplied it. It actually has 2 coats. This one is 1 coat. And then I asked my husband, do you notice which one has more coating? And he says one, because it has more dimension. The other one is actually more flat. So I added 2 more coats here, making it 3 coats. And then the other one, just 1 coat. So making it 3 coats now. So let's see if it's still smudge proof and what will happen if I'll try to scratch it, okay? So as you can see, I am trying my best to put a bit of force when I actually scratch it. Okay, there's a bit of fallout on the side of my face and underneath. And this is what I got. So that's what I got after I forced to rub my fingers on my eyes. There you go. So as you can see, this has 3 coating. I am trying to rub it off my face and see if it's gonna be removed completely, or it's gonna be a disaster, or is it gonna be cakey, since this has 3 coating. I reviewed the other shades last year, you can check that out. And I haven't tried 3 coatings. It's just usually 1 coating or 2 coatings. This is the first time I tried 3 coatings. Alright, so okay, so what happened is that there's a bit of a smudge here. It's not something that actually ruined my look. It's still gonna pass as a good look. In fact, you won't really notice it. Okay, I'll close my eyes so you guys can see it. I'm not sure if for you it's already a disaster, but for me, on my end, it's not caking. Of course, there's a part that's actually fell out because I intentionally rubbed it. But guys, this is what I got. Okay, I only see 2 colors, the copper and green. I don't see the blue anymore. But so far, I don't see any caking. I don't see any cracking areas on my eyes. It still looks amazing, and it's not as perfect as what it is earlier, but what I can just say is that after using the 2 shades of Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadow and proving that it's actually smudge proof and waterproof, and you can actually build it up to 3 coatings at least for now, and it's something that you can use for hours without having any issues on the eyes. And now that we really attempted to remove it from the eyes, that's the only product I got, and it will still look good. So let's just say or imagine that I encountered a party, a very wild party, or probably my kids tried to kiss me or play with me. I guess this is the look I'm gonna have afterwards. So there you go. This is actually one of the looks I made that is really crazy, at least for this year. And I'm just glad that I was able to shoot today, and I was able to vlog something today, and I'm glad that you joined me. I hope that you guys learned something and you guys like something from what I used from this overall look. What is the specific product that you like so far? Do you happen to like the Natasha Denona like me, or the Dior products I showed you? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to talk to you and hear from you guys. But before I let you go, I'd like to share with you #MissInformation Lessons. Our life is just short, and definitely there are many things that we have to do every day. But at the end of the day, we just have to take it one step at a time. Don't really aim for perfection, and just do what you have to do. and just tick off one task at a time. You don't have to actually finish everything all at once or to be excellent in everything every day. As long as you're able to accomplish something and you do it for God, then it's something special. If you do things for the Lord, there's definitely a reward for that. And God sees your heart. There may be days when it's actually very frustrating and you feel like you're not accomplishing a lot of things, especially with our situation now. But at the end of the day, if you know that you're doing it for God, nothing is in vain. God looks at the heart, and God will definitely reward you and what you do for His kingdom. Thank you for your time today. Again, my name is Jap. Have a great day. God bless you.
History repeats itself. Like and subscribe.
Like my new haircut, ladies.
Connect with me on Facebook, DM me on Instagram, or learn more about me on my blog, missinformation.blog. See ya!